Myth 1. You need a GSOC or an ACM ICPC tag to get a good job. Well, this fact is far from truth. I know many friends and many people, those who are into many good places even without any of these tags. For example, my friend Shudipto, he got job interviews from places like Barclays, Bloomberg, Visa long before he was a part of GSOC as a mentor. So what I want to emphasize is that if you have your problem solving skills, development skills, communication skill, along with that a bit of experience in working with large scale open source project, then I'm sure you are more than qualified to go and apply for these companies, and you can even get shortlisted for the interviews.
Coming to point number 2, college degree, branch and CGPA doesn't matter while applying for a job. Your bachelor's degree is important as because if you are someone who is looking for a job outside India, you won't be able to get a working visa. People saying that CGPA off campus में क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है, but that's completely vague. CGPA plays a vital role while applying off campus. I can tell there are various companies which actually keeps CGPA as a base criteria to shortlist students. Companies like Microsoft, TD Shaw, Cisco, PayPal has a base criteria of 8 and above to get shortlisted. So make sure you have decent GPA of 8 or above to apply in most of the companies. Okay, now coming to branch. CSIT students get ample amount of opportunities in software engineering roles off campus, whereas other branches doesn't get, as this is the criteria made by the companies itself. And giving an example, because Amazon conducted an pool campus recruitment in which they gave chance only to CSIT students. Now I'm not telling that if you are from a EC department or from a core department you won't be able to get into software engineering roles. You can apply for other big companies which actually doesn't care much on your branch and focuses on your skills. Back to Bisso.
Myth 3. Myth number 3 is that all good developers are found only in FAANG companies. Well, again, this is a slightly biased opinion, and I can assure you that there are hundreds and thousands of companies that are doing amazing work apart from the FAANG. Let's take an example of ShareChat. So ShareChat made an app called Moj, and just a few months ago they built it up from scratch in just 2 days, and right now presently they have more than 100 million downloads. So in just a few months they went from 0 to 100 million downloads with a very small engineering team. So just imagine how cool will it be to work for companies like that are rapidly developing, shipping and building products at such a scale. Another example is of MakeMyTrip. One of my friend who works at MakeMyTrip, he was explaining me how he was working in the backend team of MakeMyTrip and how he was building APIs that was getting used by hundreds and thousands of users of GoIbibo and MakeMyTrip all across India. So again, what I want to emphasize is that it is not only the FAANG where interesting and cool things happen. There are many other companies like Razorpay is there. Then we have Postman, Razorpay, MakeMyTrip, GoIbibo, ShareChat, and hundreds and thousands of other companies that are doing really amazing job and that will be more than happy to give you a job to work on their cool tech stack. So yeah, you might be worried that the pay might not be that good, but again here I can assure you that some of these companies have a very good pay and a very good work culture that will really motivate you to keep working with these companies. So I would always strongly suggest you to go and explore on your own and see what all other companies have to offer to you.
And point number 4, completing a course on Udemy, Coursera or any other platform will give you a job, and that's completely vague. Why? Because in order to get the job, you need to show your projects, showcase your projects. Okay, if you just put the certificates on LinkedIn, it won't help you to get a job. First thing. So in order to do that, you should put all your projects in as a GitHub repository and maintain your GitHub profile. Next thing is that you can do internships and go to hackathons and make some good projects. And this will eventually help you to get a job.
The fifth myth. The fifth myth is that English is not important. Well, let me tell you, Software engineering is much more than just coding, and it is all about how effectively you can communicate your ideas and your thoughts with the entire team. So English is the medium of communication, and if you are not fluent in English, then it can be a very difficult thing. Then again, you can tell that yes, I can speak in my vernacular, and definitely you can, but what if the person or the team has issues with understanding your vernacular? Or what if you are interviewing for a company that is in German or in French? There you are expected to be effectively communicating in English. So one assignment that I would like to give you all is that go and search for the most commonly asked HR questions and have a mock interview with your friend in English discussing all those questions. So that will help you to not only enhance your communication skill, but also to get a good understanding of what type of questions you can expect in an interview.